So, what, in your opinion, does it take to be a good tennis coach?
Okay, I guess that the most important is the approach to the student, to establish a good personal contact in order to be able to build a good professional contact. So when I was choosing a coach for my 5 years old son, this was number one priority, to find someone who would be able to be just a good, first of all, friend or person to enjoy the time with for my son. And after that, of course, would want to see professional results. How he plays, how he enjoys the whole thing. So I think that it all depends on what you really expect to get. If you are raising a young Nadal or someone professional, this is one story. Probably you would need to concentrate on professional side more. In my story, I was more concerned on just physical training, just overall exercise, and just very good sport. I just love tennis, so that was my primary goal. So when I was choosing a coach, number one thing for me was just on personal level to spend a good time together, which may result in good tennis.
So, do you think there are some personal qualities the coach should have?
I think that the most important is communication skills for the coach to feel who the student is, so that when they spend 2 hours together on every day or every other day, they like it and they hear one another. And so I think communication skills is number one on a personal level, of course. And then a coach need to feel, how tired a student is. I'm basically talking about kids more, but I still think it works for everyone. Or what mood he's in for how to behave today and tomorrow. So if he feels the partner, it is much more easier to establish good cooperation on both professional and personal level.
Okay. And what would you say about like professional qualification? Does it important for you?
Of course it does. In my case, it was not number one thing because I didn't set up a goal to raise a professional tennis player. But overall saying, if talking about a good coach, it's of course it's important. It's important how he approached the things. For example, my son's coach, he was training from both hands, so similar, and this is very individual thing. And I was actually, it was rather interesting because I never heard of it before. So it's good when coach can really talk to parents or relatives or just a student to explain why we are doing this and that. Why do you need to run around the court for 3 times before we start? So I think it all matters. And of course, professionalism, again, it starts with, good communication skills when coach can deliver the information why we are doing this today. We are planning to train this and that. I think so. I'm not a I'm not a player, but rather a mom who was hiring a coach for the son.
Thank you. That was. The question is, how do you think? What does it take to be a good tennis trainer, tennis coach, in your opinion?
Okay. A good tennis coach, first of all, has to be a good listener, a good instructor to be able to express his thoughts clearly and show you basically the technique. Certification is important. If he's an accredited, certified coach that got trained well, that also is a very important point. He has to be passionate about the sport. He has to make you feel like you want to learn to become better.